Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a long overdue video. This has been a highly requested one for my channel, and I've just not gotten around to do it for a long time, but I've had so many questions um, about this certain topic, so today I'm going to film for you my lip filler question and answer video. So hopefully it's kind of interesting and hopefully answers some questions that you guys have kind of asked and things like that. So I've got like some questions on my phone. I'm just going to go through them one by one and hopefully answer your questions. Okay, so the first question is why and when I got my lips done. Okay, so I got my lips done last year. Had them done twice since then. Um, so twice in the year. And why did I get them done? Okay, so I've had such mixed reactions as to why I got them done. Some negative, some positive, mostly positive. Obviously, some people are gonna like judge everything you do, and that's just life. Um, but I got them done for myself. I got them done for no one else. I've wanted mine done since I was a young girl. So I'm 27 years old now, and I think that's old enough to make up my own mind to whether I actually wanted them done or not. I know there's like a huge craze for like larger lips and overlining the lips at the moment, which I think obviously I didn't jump on the bandwagon as such. I just was seeing people who I knew in work get it done, and I really liked the results. So it kind of gave me that little push and that go ahead to actually go and actually get it done myself. So obviously a lot of people are getting it done at the moment, but that's not why I got mine done at all. So obviously the person I went to had a good reputation, so I researched um the person who done mine and went to see them, and I went with that person because I felt comfortable. So yeah, that's my reasoning for getting it is basically ever since I was a young girl, I would always overline my lips hugely with lip liner. Um, and it would just look ridiculous. Like I always like had to have lip liner on me at all times. Like I didn't care if my foundation was shit, I didn't care if my hair was shit, my eyebrows were shit, my eye makeup was shit. I had to have lip liner. Like honestly, I overdrew my lips constantly. Like lip liner was my favorite thing in the planet. And ever since I was like what 16, I would overdraw my lips. So obviously being 27 now, I think that's a decent age to finally do something about it if I've been unhappy about it ever since that age. Um, like I don't recommend young girls getting it done at all at of a younger age just because it's a shame and I know they will want to because of the Kylie Jenner thing and the whole like big lips are so in right now. But I would totally just recommend staying with lip liner and makeup and just making them seem larger that way for while you're younger until you think about it because I just don't really agree with young girls putting things in their faces at that age. Like, just wait it out, and if you really want it done when you're older, then go for it. But you're young, like, just have a play about with makeup first, and then see if that's something that you really want to go ahead with, because there's such like a big um focus on lips at the moment. Like all these things that are coming out, like the things that you put on your lips and like suck and they make them huge. Like that's a good thing, I guess, because that can you can kind of experiment with that um while you're younger without having any sort of kind of more permanent of a option sort of thing. So that's a good thing to sort of experiment with, and obviously like lip liner and whatever. But yeah, I've obviously waited a few years myself to see if I really wanted it done, and I've totally just gotten it done for myself because it's something I was really self-conscious about when I was younger. I had a big bottom lip and I had no top lip. When I would smile in photos, you couldn't even see my top lip. It was so like gross to me, and I just hated it. And I was just like, oh, because I love like lipstick and I love lip products, but they just didn't apply the same on my little tiny top lip. Like, and as much as I overline my lips, like it would just look ridiculous after a few hours. It faded off, and I was left with this big giant line over my lips that looked just so stupid. Um, so yeah, I've obviously chosen to get it done for myself, and that was my reasoning for getting it done. Um, and I'm very happy with my decision, and I don't care about negativity or anything that people are saying. Oh, you've ruined your face, or you're, why are you doing this? It was fine before. Like, that might be okay to you, but to me, this was something that bothered me for a long time. So that's why I chose to change it. So it's really no one else's business as to why you're getting it done. If you really, really want to get it done and you have the money and you've researched and you've obviously you're going to someone who knows what they're doing and you're choosing a product that's not permanent, then I don't see what the problem is. I really don't see what the problem is. If you've really researched it well enough and you're obviously not going with like collagen fillers and things like that, then I don't see the problem. If it's something you really are uncomfortable with and you want to change, then yeah, that I would say go for it. So I'll tell you a little bit more about my procedure and things like that. So basically, the questions I have been asked. So why and when, I've covered that. So the price for me was the price I paid was £190, and that was for a full mil syringe. So when I got there to the guy who I decided to obviously go with and have it done, um, for one, he's a surgeon, so I really trusted um his sort of opinion, and he obviously knew what he was doing because the girls who I've seen him um his work on is like perfect. Like their lips don't look overdone, they don't look lumpy, they just look perfect. So I chose to go with him. He is based in Glasgow. He has his own clinic. So he knows what he's doing. And another thing I would really say is please don't go to like someone who's just learned it, who's just picked it up as a side thing to make money. Like it's such a serious thing. Like if someone doesn't know what they're doing, it could end up really badly. Like it's on your face. You really need to search out who is the best in your area, look at before and afters, and really go with someone who knows what they're doing. So this man is a surgeon, and he told me he will contour the actual lip shape that I already have. So he knows what he's doing, and I trusted him fully. So when I got there, he initially I wanted the half mil, and I ended up going with the full mil, and I'll tell you why. Because he told me that because personally my bottom lip was so much bigger than the top, that if I just had went for the half mil after the swelling had reduced, I would want the full. And I kind of thought about it and I thought this kind of makes sense because he told me a lot of girls would go and get it done, like the half, and then their lips would swell up, it would look great, they would get so used to that really full lip look, and then once the swelling had came down, they regretted it and they obviously wanted to go with um, the kind of fuller look and the larger injection, which is the full syringe. So he did say like a lot of people get used to having them like that big, and then when the swelling does go away, they're like, oh, I wish I had went with the full. So I just thought I'll go with the full because he's obviously saying it would look better for my lip shape if my lips were more of a 50-50 appearance, which is kind of what I wanted. I did want my lips quite like a large look because I do have quite large features. I have quite big eyes, and obviously my bottom lip was big as well. So I just wanted everything equaled out. Um, so yeah, he went and talked to me into sort of getting the full mill, which wasn't that much more. So I just went for that, and I'm really happy that I went for the sort of full mill. The full mill is 190 and the half mill was about 130. So you're looking around the kind of £200 mark if you're wanting a full syringe because I think prices are going up now. So you're looking about that for your full mill. Um, so the next thing is, did it hurt? Excuse my guinea pigs noises. Um, did it hurt? I'm gonna say yes and no, because I am such a huge wimp. Like I know I'm covered in tattoos and I have piercings and things like that, but I am a total wimp when it comes to needles. Um, the needle itself isn't that big; it's about that size. It's a very thin needle, so um, they give you a numbing cream when you get there. Well, the guy who done mine gave me a numbing cream, and it's quite a hardcore numbing cream. Like I couldn't feel my lips. Kept on for like 15 minutes, and by that time I had licked a little bit of it off by accident. Couldn't feel my tongue, couldn't feel my teeth. It just felt like, I don't even know, I felt like on another planet. Like I couldn't even feel the bottom half of my face, and I was like, this is going to be so good. Like I'm not going to feel anything. So I jumped up on the bed, lay back, and he obviously took all my details. He checked that I wasn't allergic to anything first. He took my, obviously, my signature, my consent to having it done, told me about what could go wrong. Obviously they need to tell you that because it could go wrong. You could take a reaction. Um, you could, it just could, your body might not agree with the product. Like you just don't know. So they need to talk you through that. So that being said, lay down on the bed, and he injected right round the lip line, and a little bit in here and a little bit in there. Um, I'll tell you what hurt a little bit was the Cupid's bow was a little bit stingy, because they inject it and they pull it out as they inject, just to get you that nice sort of contoured shape to your lips. So I would say some bits were a little bit nippy, but nothing to make you want to be like, oh God, stop, this is so sore. Um, it was okay. Like the pain was about a 5, 6 out of 10. Like it's nothing bad. Um, some some bits you couldn't even feel. Like I'm not kidding you. Some injections, like in here, I couldn't even feel that at all. But more on the bottom lip line, that was a wee bit nippy. But that was all. It's nothing excruciating. It's over with in about a few minutes time anyway. So no, it's not bad. It's not as bad as I had thought anyway. Because I was totally working myself up for it to be the worst thing in the planet. Um, so swelling is the next topic. And swelling, I will definitely say if you are going to get this done and you have work the next day, please do it a day that you know you're going to have the next day off and possibly 2 days off in a row, because your lips will bruise and they will swell. Um, I'm a bad healer anyway. Like when I get tattooed, my arms swell like 3 times the size. Like I just swell bad. And I don't really heal well. And the guy said that to me. He was like, "You're probably going to swell up pretty bad and bruise." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm not the best healer." So I stupidly did have work the next day. Um, and my lips went huge. Like they were massive. They were like this. Like they were huge. They looked crazy. It was awful. And they were all bruised underneath here, and a little bit up on the Cupid's bow, or my actual skin bruised. Um, the bruising wasn't as bad the first time, but the swelling was bad. So I looked a bit mental, and I would really just say get it done when you've got the time off, of work and stuff, because you're just going to look a bit crazy. And I had to keep telling customers that I'd had it done because I thought they were just staring at me all day, and I was getting so like anxious about it. So I was telling everyone, "Oh, by the way, I've had my lips done just in case you're wondering." Because I look like a lunatic, like it was bad. Um, so yeah, I would definitely recommend getting it done when you've got a couple of days off together. They'll swell up and they will bruise. Some bruising is worse than others. I've seen some of my friends get it done and their bruising was a little bit worse. The second time I got it done, my bruising was worse than the first time, but the swelling wasn't as bad. Um, and the pain getting it done the second time actually wasn't as bad as the first. So I basically didn't even feel it that time. My eyes watered a little bit, but the bruising was a bit worse. Like it had bruised all up the top and all around the top lip, like the skin. Obviously, your lips are very sensitive. Obviously the skin's dead thin, and bruising will show up more. You know what it's like as well when you burst your lip, it bleeds and bleeds and bleeds. So obviously bleeding causes bruising. And I'm just a bad bleeder, so I don't know about you guys, but I just heal bad. So I was expecting the worst anyway. But yeah, swelling, they will swell and they will bruise. I iced mine's a little bit for the first hour after getting them done, but you shouldn't ice it constantly. You should just leave them to heal. Ice it a little bit at after getting them done, and then just leave them to sort of heal in their own time. The next thing I was asked was how long does it last? And this is not a permanent thing. Like this is the one thing I try to tell people when they're like, oh God, you went and done this and this is permanent and you're going to regret it. And I'm like, for one, it's not collagen, it's not nothing like that, it's not permanent. It's not permanent. Juvederm Plus is a sort of natural based product which flushes out your body over time. So it's not a permanent thing. And it's something that if you just wanted to try, I would just say if you're not 100% sure but you did really want it done, go for the half mil and go for the Juvederm or Juvederm Plus or whatever. So it lasts about 6 months. I got mine done after about 6 or 7 months, so I've had mine done twice. The first time I felt like 4 months had passed and I felt like the product had actually came out a little bit more than I'd hoped. So I went back after 6 months and the lips have actually stayed full. They've not went down at all really, apart from the swelling went down a little bit, but apart from that, the second time my lips have actually remained a really full shape. Like I haven't really overdrawn um my lips here. This is like my actual lip line now. So you can see it's very full and it's not ducky. Like some people's can go that kind of ducky, pouty, horrible, outturned way. Um, that's if you overdo it. Like I would just say, get it done first time. If you need it topped up after 6, 7 months, then do so. Which I did think I did need that, but after that, I would just leave it until you feel you really need to get it done again. Because overdoing it is just going to cause really bumpy um kind of disfigured looking lips. Like I know it's a semi-permanent thing, but it can cause sort of a misshapen lips if you're constantly going to get it done. Um so I would just do it if you really need it. I feel like I don't need it done again, and I'm really happy with just what I have just now. Like I feel like the shape has stayed, so really not in any rush to get it done again. Excuse me, I'm really not well. Dying. Okay, and the last question was, can I bring a photo to present to the person who's doing it? I would say no, definitely not, because oh hi. Um, I would I would say because your lips are on you, that's your lip shape. You can't have someone else's lips on you. Like it's just not possible. They can't do that. Like it's just an injection and the basically what I was told was they can contour your actual lip shape with the needle. So they're going to just enhance your actual lip shape what you have. And if you want it a little bit larger on the top or a little bit larger on the bottom, you can obviously say that, but I would leave it up to the professional. They know what they're doing. You can't bring a photo and be like, I want this done on me because that's not you. That's not your lip shape. Like, you're going to be completely different from someone else, and you just need to kind of work with what you've got. And I'm really happy with the advice that the guy who done mine was he told me basically he's going to 50-50 my lips out and pop a little bit in the bottom just to sort of even them. And I'm really happy with the outcome of my procedure. And I would definitely always go back to him because I trust him. He knows what he's doing. He obviously as a surgeon, that's his profession. He knows obviously what he's doing. That's his profession, so he knows what is what. I wouldn't, please don't go to someone who's just picked it up as a thing to do on the side, like a lot of people are doing. They're just learning it, um, getting the kits off like online and just doing it to people. Like that really scares me. Please don't do that. Go to a professional and go to someone you know who has a good reputation. Um, and yeah, I would just think about it for a while if it's something you really want done. But obviously, it was something that was really bothering me for a long time, and I'm really happy with the outcome. I always get compliments on my lip shape, and people are always asking, "Oh, have you had your lips done? Like they look great. Like where did you go for them?" So obviously, I'm happy. I've not had someone come up to me and be like, "Oh my God, like you look like a freak." So I'm happy with it. Like I got it done for me and no one else. So it's no one else's business as to why I got it done. Um, so yeah, that's why I got mine done, and that's how my procedure went, and the price, and the sort of things like that. Aftercare. honestly, there really isn't any aftercare I can suggest apart from just ice it on the day and then leave it. Like, just leave them to heal up. Yeah, so I hope that's answered most of your questions. This is getting a really long video now. If there's any more that I haven't answered, please leave them down below and I will answer them for you guys. And I will see you in my next video.